Good day everyone. We are here to present about stability management in maritime law, in line with the requirements of SOLAS Chapter 2 Part 1. Stability is one of the most important aspects of ship safety because it determines whether a vessel can remain upright and survive challenging sea conditions. In our discussion today, we will go through 6 key points related to stability management: monitoring stability during voyage, cargo operations including loading, unloading, shifting, and securing, ballast management systems, the free surface effect and corrective actions, the role of software and electronic systems compared to manual monitoring, and finally, case studies of capsizing incidents due to poor stability management. Through these points, we will understand not only the procedures involved, but also their importance in keeping ships, cargo, and lives safe at sea. Before we begin, allow me to introduce our group members, starting with me. I am Midshipwoman Alicia Ann M. Frico, and we have Midshipman Mac Ruyans Fisco, Justin Rain Gonzalez, Jean Kendrick Kua, John Alted Lingad, and Charles Francis Hapalia. Each of us will take part in explaining the factors of stability management, and together we'll give you a clear understanding of how these apply under SOLAS. What is stability management? Stability management under SOLAS Chapter 2 Part 1. This framework provides essential guidelines for ensuring the vessel's stability, encompassing design, construction, and operational protocols to safeguard the vessel and its crew. Stability management is the process of making sure a ship stays balanced, safe, and seaworthy at all times. It involves proper planning, monitoring, and controlling the ship's weight, cargo, fuel, and ballast water so that the ship does not become unstable. Legal basis in MARLO. The regulatory requirements outlined in SOLAS Chapter 2 Part 1 and related conventions establish the legal framework of vessels owner and operators, aiming to foster a culture of safety and responsibility. Legal basis in maritime law. The requirements in SOLAS Chapter 2 and related conventions serve as the legal foundation for both ship owners and officers. This means it is not optional and it is mandatory and every ship must comply. Lastly, objective of stability management. The paramount goals including preventing capsizing, limiting structural stress, and averting loss of life or property at sea, reinforcing the overall safety of maritime operations. So the main goal are very clear: to prevent capsizing, to reduce structural stress on the ship, and most importantly, to avoid loss of life of cargo. By achieving this, stability management strengthens overall maritime safety. Now, let's begin with the first factor. This is essential because a ship's stability is not fixed. It constantly changes as fuel is consumed, cargo shifts, or weather conditions worsen. SOLAS Chapter 2 Part 1 requires officers to be aware of the ship's draft, trim, and stability margins throughout the journey. I'll be talking about the importance of monitoring ship stability during a voyage, and I'll explain it in 3 parts: continuous observation, the legal duty of officers, and the tools used to monitor stability. Number 1, we have continuous observation. Implementing a regimen of constant monitoring including drafts, trim, heel, GM, and KG to ensure adherence to stability standards throughout the voyage. When a ship is sailing, officers must always keep an eye on its stability. This means checking things like drafts, trim, and heel. In simple terms, they make sure the ship is not leaning too much, sitting too low in the water, or becoming unsafe to sail. For example, if too much cargo is loaded on the side, the ship may tilt or heel to that side. So by monitoring, officers can spot the problem early and correct it. Next, we have the legal duty of officers. Officers on board are mandated by the law to ensure the stability criteria are continuously met, reflecting their critical role in maritime safety. By law, officers on board are required to make sure the ship stays stable at all times. This is not just their job, it's their responsibility. If stability is not maintained, accidents can happen that endanger the crew, cargo, and even the environment. Lastly, tools for monitoring stability incorporating draft marks, tank soundings, and heel trim indicators, as well as flooding alarms as vital tools for effective stability assessment during operations. Officers use different tools to help them. Draft marks on the ship's side show how deep the ship is sitting in the water. Tank soundings help check how much liquid like fuel or ballast water is inside the tanks. Heel and trim indicators show if the ship is tilting or leaning forward or backward. Flooding alarms are also important because they warn officers if water enters the ship. So, to combine it all, stability is checked through continuous observation. It is a legal duty of officers to maintain it, and they use important tools to monitor it. By doing this, they keep the ship safe throughout its voyage.
Cargo operation, loading, unloading, and securing. Maintain safety throughout adherence to protocol. Follow approved loading manual. Strict adherence to approved loading manual is essential designing to maintain safe vertical, center of gravity, and mechanic height during cargo operation. Risk of shifting cargo. Shifting cargo poses significant risks including potential capsizing, vessel underscoring importance of proper stowage and securing methods. SOLAS cargo securing requirements regulation under SOLAS Chapter 6 outlines explicit methods for securing cargo to prevent movement, thereby minimizing risk to crew and cargo alike in maritime transportation.
Ballast Management System. Strategies for stabilization throughout ballast control. Use of ballast tanks. Ballast tanks play a vital role in controlling draft, trim, jam, and overall structural stress, contributing significantly to vessel stability and navigation safety. Regulatory compliance. Maritime regulation mandates specific practices regarding ballast management to ensure that vessels are operate safely and within stability parameters throughout their voyage. Modern ballast system advance in ballast management technology, such as remote controlled valves and integrated alarms enhance the ability to monitor and adjust ballast condition in real time.
Free surface effect and corrective actions. Understanding its impact on vessel stability. Definition of free surface effect. The presence of liquids in partially filled tanks can shift center of gravity, significantly affecting stability when the vessel rolls or pitches. Legal obligations under SOLAS. SOLAS Regulation 22 significantly mandates that crew must mitigate the free surface effect to ensure the vessel safety during operations. Corrective actions. Implementing strategies such as limiting ballast and cargo tank fullness is crucial for minimizing the implications of free surface effects on stability.
Role of software versus manual monitoring. Loading computers with this sophisticated system allows for rapid accurate stability, calculation, processing real-time data to assist crew in decision-making and compliance check. Manual backup methods. Despite the technology advancement, SOLAS regulation necessitates the availability of manual methods to ensure stability compliance with acts and essential safety net. Proof of stability compliance. Regulatory framework requires entitles to maintain accurate records and demonstrate the compliance with safety critical, highlighting the interplay between the software and tools and manual methods. This states that loading computers provides rapid, accurate, and real-time stability calculations, while manual backup methods are still required by regulation like SOLAS to act as crucial safety net. This dual approach ensures the ship can always prove stability compliance through both advanced technology and traditional reliable procedures, highlighting the modern tools of work alongside, not in place of manual oversight.
Next slide is the case studies, capsizing incidents due to poor management. So, here are our example of incident in poor stability management. First is the Herald or Free Enterprises in 1987. The incident illustrates operational negligence and the dire consequences of failing to uphold stability guidelines, resulting in significant legal repercussions. Second is the Cougar ACE in 2006. Error in ballast operation highlights critical flaws in stability management, with regulatory implications stemming from the inadequate compliance with established guidelines. And the last is the Hugoi Osaka in 2015. These misdeclarations of cargo serve as a reminder of the importance of accurate reporting and adherence to SOLAS, with severe repercussions for failing to meet safety standard. So, here are our key insights and success to our strategies for stability management. So, a holistic approach to stability management. So, first is the summary of stability management principle. So, reiterations of core principles guiding effective stability management, emphasizing adherence to operational and regulatory standards. Second is the importance of compliance with regulations. So here are the necessity of aligning operational protocols with SOLAS and MARLO regulations serve to enhance the safety of maritime operation. And the last is the future consideration for our improvement for stability management is proposing strategy for improving existing practices in stability management, incorporating advancement in technology and ongoing training for maritime professionals. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope you learn more about our topic, the stability management, and God bless.